Hello fellow banknote collectors, this is Glenn back with another video and on my channel Goomad Coins and Banknotes. Today we are having a look at the $1 banknote from 1979, and as you can see it's pretty standard banknote. A lot of people have probably seen the 1982 banknote, and this is pretty much only different in the actual signature. So this one has the signature combination Knight Stone. And it's a bit confusing because you can see quite clearly it's John Stone, but you're wondering where's Knight? Well, Knight's here somewhere. Obviously his signature is pretty not descriptive of his actual name. So this banknote has Elizabeth II, and this is actually a photo from Douglas Glass. So that's based on his photo. You can actually look it up, and it's orange, yellow and brown. So you've got yellow here, brown's there, orange. And fun fact is that all Australian banknotes, all the decimal banknotes, are actually twice as long as they are high. So this one is 70 millimeters high, or 7 centimeters, and it's 140 millimeters long. So if you have just the height, so you've got 70 millimeters, you just double that and that's actual length, and you can do the same as well. So in here we have the coat of arms. If this is a indigenous design, how they would actually paint the emu and the kangaroo. Then we have the coat of arms of New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia and Tasmania. Tasmania is a lion. They should actually change that to the Tasmanian devil or Tasmanian tiger or thylacine. But South Australia, that's supposed to be a magpie, that's a swan. And these three, the Southern Cross. This has the crown. That is a lion too. Why do I have a lion? Change it to a dingo in New South Wales. They're letting us down. And decimal banknotes have Captain Cook as on the actual. Let's have a look. Anyway, I prefer not to handle these too much because they are uncirculated. But they're actually a run of 5, so you got 6. They go from 6.9 to, is it 6.9 or 6.5? What's the end? Oh yeah, 6.5, 6.6, 6.7, 6.8, 6.9. So actually 5 banknotes, and these ones were printed up until 1982. So for 3 years they actually produced these, and you can actually see how many banknotes actually produced. So the first prefix is DGJ. Oh no, sorry, that was 1982. CPK, and the last one is DGH. So, hey. C. So this is actually quite a far away from the actual, and it would be just general prefix. So on the back we have indigenous art. So when you buy an indigenous painting from the Walpiri or the Arunda, this one I believe is an artist, David Malangi, and he was born in 1927 to 1999, and he's actually a Yolngu. So we have the Yolngu. Let me get up a map and see if we can have a look with Yolngu. It's actually just past Kakadu National Park in the Northern Territory, Arnhem Land. So they're the largest language. Okay, so here we have the, oops. No, I lost it. Please help me. I need some help. So Oops. Oh yeah. So here we have the indigenous languages of Australia. So this is a composite map. So we're down here. This is actually the Kulin tribe. So Warrarul, which is where I live there. The Gillamoroi are up here. And here we have the Yolngu. So they're a Pamangonu language. So that language is actually related to these languages here. So all this yellow is actually one great big language family. And these ones are actually all, there's quite a few different language families here. You've got the Tiwi Islands, Grut Island, and this island here actually had an avoidance language. Indigenous languages are quite interesting. And this map doesn't have Tasmania. Oh well. So, and these lines actually don't reflect the language. As far as I know, the actual language classifications, because a lot of these, you've got the Walpiri, you've got the Arunda. So this is where the Yolngu live. Their language is quite divergent, so it's like a, what do they call it? It's like a dialect continuum. It's where at one end of the language you have the way they speak. At the other end you have another way they speak, but those two ends can't actually speak to each other. Like if you go to Austria, you go to Netherlands, all the way through there is actually a language, a dialect continuum. So Dutch can't actually speak to the actual people of Bavaria. I'm not talking about standard German because that's pretty much an artificial language created. Talk about the actual native languages. So that's where he's come from. And as you can see, we have people, they looks like they're playing music and also dismembering kangaroos for food. And here we have a goanna kangaroo. Looks like, I don't know what that is. You're sure it needs a tree. And these people are actually hunting kangaroos. This looks more like the actual artwork that you find in the Kimberleys, the older artwork to me. This up here, which the current residents don't know actually how it actually come about. You should actually look it up. I can't remember what it's actually called. If anyone's interested, please leave a comment down below. And this is actually one of my favourite banknotes with Indigenous art. Not too worried about the free loafer there. So, the book value of these ones in uncirculated says $20. And in almost uncirculated, $10. But if we have a look at the values, we got almost uncirculated at $9. So that's actually close to the catalogue value. This one's quite circulated, $2. So that one will be probably fine, very good grade. So $2 is probably too high for that. Uncirculated, $7.50. 2 times $1. So okay, then we have 3 uncirculated, $10 each. So I'm not too sure if they accepted best offer or not. Very fine. Book value has $4, so yeah, it's got more than what the book value is. Uncirculated, but I just want one banknote. If here you go, $15 for uncirculated. Another uncirculated, $12. So you're getting probably about 60% of the book value. Consecutive pair, $14, so $7 each. Those ones are circulated, good, very fine. $13 is probably a bit overvalued. And consecutive, 21. These ones actually have a center fold, so they're probably almost uncirculated. So $7 each, that's okay. And 5. So you're talking about probably about $10 to $15 for an uncirculated banknote, and probably about $5 to $8 for an almost uncirculated. And quite frankly, I wouldn't actually worry about getting any grades lower than that. If you can, I'd just buy the uncirculated for $10 to $15. It's really not too expensive. If you can get a run of banknotes and you run, getting bundles is actually quite harder to actually get. And these ones have a central fold as well, so you got about $5 for those ones. So that's actually what those banknotes are actually valued at. If you're wondering where I get the values, this is eBay. You just go to, don't worry, just go back up, go to filters, and you go down to sold items. That's basically how you found the values of a lot of stuff. Unless a lot of stuff you can't actually find values now because, you know, people are just not selling it. So that's just the way things go. Like polymer banknotes, people are just not really selling. There is no real collector's market for polymer banknotes at the moment, unless it's really special. So it's just really not worth collecting the first series of polymer banknotes now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you actually learned something today. And these banknotes are actually pretty readily easy to obtain, especially on eBay or eBay or whatever you want to call it. And they're just a nice banknote to actually collect. So I'll leave a link down below to eBay anyway. And I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. I hope to actually see some comments down below. Thank you and goodbye.